Hey everybody, so I finally decided to commit to actually making my little bedroom studio tour video. I know it's taken me absolutely forever to make this. I just felt like there was always something I wanted to add to this room that would make this video better. And it's kind of true, like there is always going to be something that I want to add to it, so this will be, I guess, my first little studio tour video, and I hope you guys enjoy what you see. Hey guys, so I don't really have it planned out how I'm gonna do this. I might just do it in one take and kind of go from left to right here and talk about some of the gadgets I got going on and maybe some of the weird stuff that you guys are wondering why I have or what it's for. And yeah, we'll just kind of take it as it goes. So starting on the left, I use Yamaha HS5 studio monitors. The HS brand is really popular, at least from what I've seen in a lot of people's studios. I might upgrade to the HS8s one day, but for now, these things are awesome, and I absolutely love them. This is my MacBook that you guys have seen this before. I used to use it all the time. I ended up upgrading to an iMac, but basically these two things are almost exact mimics of each other. This thing just has a lot more power to it. So I have everything that's on this one, and this is just used for like mobile production stuff, like if I was on a plane or going somewhere. And I have the Magic Trackpad. This is the first one they came out with, still battery powered. The only thing I really use this for is working in Logic Pro 10, which is what I do all my production in. And it's really good. I like the pinch to zoom feature on it, and like it's really good to like scroll through stuff. But other than that, I almost always use the Magic Mouse. These are my specs, my glasses. These are two hard drives. A lot of people are like, what are the orange things that are always sitting on your desk? They are different. I really need to label them because they both serve different purposes. But one is a 256 gigabyte solid state, which is dedicated just to samples. So I run everything from like contact libraries to drum samples to like the Vengeance sample pack for electronic production. All my synthesizers, everything is run off that. And the reason I use a solid state is just the speed is so much faster on it. And the second one here, I could have mixed them up. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. They look exactly the same. The second one is a backup of my entire computer and every YouTube video I've done for the past year and a half. So I run like Time Maschine on here, and it'll create an entire backup of my computer onto this hard drive. They both run on Thunderbolt. This one is not a solid state, but it still works great for what I use it for. A lot of my guitar students give me a really hard time because I'm a big scented candle guy, and I don't know, I love having them going all the time, especially when I'm editing or I'm recording and stuff. They smell amazing, and they don't know what they're missing out. This is a backup of my backup because I have lost memory on stuff one time too many, and I never want it to ever happen again. So if anything happens with these over here, this hopefully is going to save my ass. Sticky notes are almost always hanging here. When I was doing the EP, pretty much this entire thing was full of notes, so I'll be like working on usually more than one song at a time, especially with the collaborations. They kind of get staggered a bit, and I will just write random notes down. Some people prefer to type stuff out. I just like to old-fashioned write it out, and then I just post it right here, so it's always reminding me what's going on. This is a friend of mine let me borrow this. It's a Native Instruments Maschine. I haven't really given it a chance yet, but I've plugged it in and downloaded all the software. I really want to learn how to use it. It looks pretty awesome. Tons of people I've recommended this device to. This is a Line 6 Pod Ux2. I think it used to be a lot more popular than it is right now, but I have used this on countless YouTube videos. It runs Pod Farm is the software that it runs, and like it's a really inexpensive way, as opposed to like a lot of gear, to get some really good guitar tones for direct input. And I mean, I still recommend it to people. It's really good, it's super affordable, and very versatile. Many of you watching this are gonna know what this thing is. Some of you might not. This is a company that I'm currently with called Fractal Audio, and they make what is called the Axe FX2. When I first got this thing, I was so overwhelmed by it. Like, I had no idea what I had gotten myself into. I was so comfortable using the UX2 that I kind of freaked out a little bit, and I ended up like giving them a call, being like, guys, I honestly need help with this thing. Like, this is a little too much for me. And they walked me through it. And my friend Zakk too. Zakk is with Fractal as well, and also my friend Bryce. So they kind of helped me learn this thing a little bit. And I would say I've still tapped into about 1% of what this thing can do. It's an amazing effects processor. You can use it on more than just guitars, obviously. It's a pretty expensive unit, but you definitely get what you pay for with it. Down here I just keep random stuff that I use, I guess, pretty regularly. Like, this is my little controller for my lights. Lots of different colors. Change those. You guys have probably seen so many different colors in the videos too. Here I have a couple pairs of glasses, a couple more pairs of glasses. This is Capo, some of my guitar picks. You guys have seen lots of these. More notes, but I can't show you guys what's on that because they are supposed to be surprises. Almost all of these memo pads are full of notes still. This is the Oxygen 49, I believe, by M Audio. It's just a MIDI keyboard, which I hook up through Logic, and I run, like, it's really good, I guess, for like testing samples, and then I guess like you can get like any sound out of a MIDI keyboard just by the signal chain that you run. It's really useful. It's really so much better than having to use the piano roll to test all your sounds too. It's way quicker. You can just scroll through things and then just like hit the keys, and I don't know. That's mainly what I use it for because I'm not like amazing at piano or anything. But and then I just use the Magic Keyboard 1 still. It's still battery powered just like the Magic Trackpad. This is the Magic Mouse 2, my Zelda Majora's Mask mouse pad. This one is powered. You can plug it in here. I usually like plug my phone in here too to sync with iTunes. More scented candles. This is, I guess, where I keep a lot of stuff that I need readily available. I just like guitar picks all the time. Some of these are pretty chewed up now, but I kind of just toss them back in there for whatever reason. This GHS Fast Fret, I don't use a ton, but it's pretty cool. The Dunlop 65 I use for just polishing guitars up and stuff, make them look pretty for videos. Groove Gear fret wraps. So many people ask me what these things are all about. You'll see them on like the first fret of my guitars all the time. And essentially I love them so much for recording. They're really good for muting a lot of stuff for tapping and like sweep picking licks and a lot of like just to tighten things up a lot. I use them every day. This is just a tuner that I use for my acoustic guitar. It's a Polytune Digital. And this is a string winder and a string cutter, which is very useful. Alright, and down below, this is where I keep a few pedals. I really am not a huge pedal guy. A lot of people ask me what like my signal chain for pedals is. Almost everything I do is done in Logic. Wouldn't mind cleaning up some of the wires back here, but it's kind of a mess. This Crybaby Zakk Wylde by Dunlop, which is also another company that I'm with. I love it so much. I've used it on so many videos. I think I got it back in 2012, and I used it probably on too many videos. But that one, alongside with this Kirk Hammett wah, also from Dunlop, I got as a gift from them. I love it so much too. I've used this one a lot more recently just to kind of get a feel for both and the differences of both of them. I have the EVH overdrive here and the Boss NS2 noise suppressor. Like I said, a lot of my signals are done digitally in Logic. Even when I've done like live sessions and stuff, I just bring my laptop and will DI my Axe effects and then run my signal chain through my laptop, and I can get almost the exact sounds that I used on the song. So that's been kind of my go-to thing. But yeah, these, I mean, like, all the pedals are awesome too. I love them, but this is basically what I use, is like mainly the wah. Nothing really to see here, just power bars, more chords, and we will talk about the guitars. This is my absolute favorite guitar right now. This is my ESP E2 Horizon from my friends at ESP Guitars. There isn't a single thing I would want to change about this guitar. I love it so much, which is probably why you see it in almost all of my videos. It's got EMG 8185 pickups, you can see there, a classic Floyd Rose tremolo system. They call the finish on it reindeer blue, but I think most of you guys would agree with me that it's a purple guitar. Yeah, there's not really much else I can say about it besides I love it so much, and it's perfect to me. This is another one of my guitars. This is an Ltd H 1001. The only thing I've really done to it is change out the pickups to EMG 5766, regular Floyd Rose tremolo system on it. I currently have it in drop B tuning for playing a little heavier stuff, so you don't really see it a ton in a lot of my videos recently, but it's still a great guitar and I love playing it. This is an Ltd H1007. Really similar to this guitar, just as a 7-string, has the EMG 707, I think they're called. I should probably know what they're actually called. Those are kind of pickups in it, another Floyd Rose tremolo system, and yeah, they're very, very similar guitars, but this one is great because it's got the low B string on it. This guitar I've had for a long time, was a gift from my parents, probably almost 4 years ago now. And it is an Esp Mountain Ltd Eclipse, and I've changed out the pickups in it to the brushed gold 5766 set. Usually have this one in drop B tuning as well. It's just a great guitar. It looks beautiful. It's honestly one of my favorite looking guitars of all time, and yeah, not too much else to say about it. Alright, this one is the Ltd version of the one I just showed you guys. It goes by the name of the EC 1001, and the only, again, the one thing I've done with this is I've changed the pickups out to match the hardware. These are EMG 8185X, excuse me, and yeah, I don't know, there's nothing too crazy about it. I really like, on the back here, like most of the LTDs, they have this special kind of locking tuner system, if you can see it. So you thread the string through, and then you can screw these down, and it'll lock the string in, and you can get a really clean cut on it when you change the strings. This one, I have not changed the pickups out yet. They're still Seymour Duncan Blackouts. I bought this actually used on a site called reverb.com. It was funny because when I went to buy the guitar from somebody, they actually knew who I was, and they're like, oh man, I've watched you on YouTube, which is really funny. But I absolutely love the finish. I didn't think I would ever buy a signature guitar from somebody. This is Gus G from Ozzy Osbourne's signature guitar, but ESP didn't make it anymore. I saw it at NAMM in 2012 or 13, and I had to have it, so I bought it used. This is a Ltd 5-string bass. I know you guys haven't really seen much of it yet. I posted so many pictures and I was so excited, but I haven't really had any videos that have come up that have necessarily called for it yet, but there will be, and I really need to practice my bass playing, so stay tuned for that. These last two guitars aren't ESP guitars, but they mean a lot to me. This one is the Ibanez. This is the first guitar I ever bought. I guess first really nice guitar I ever bought with my own money. I got it when I was 16, and I worked at a coffee shop for an entire summer, and I spent all my money buying this thing. And I do not regret it one bit. This guitar is still amazing. I know I don't really play it as much in videos anymore, but it still is one of my favorite guitars I've ever played and ever had the pleasure of owning. This one was a gift from my parents, and it is a Taylor 410 CE acoustic guitar. And there's not really too much to say about it. There's electronics inside, so I can plug it in if I want, but I always choose to mic it when I record. I just really prefer the sound of that. And yeah, I wouldn't mind learning a lot more acoustic stuff. I really love percussive acoustic playing. This is the last thing I want to add on to the end of this video, and I almost completely forgot to talk about it. Most of you probably already know what it is. It's a pretty popular item that a lot of people have in studios, but some people might think it's a real amp. It's actually just a mini fridge, and I'm so glad I bought this thing. I wasn't going to get it, and then me and my girlfriend were walking through the mall one day, and I saw it on sale, and I was like, I have to buy it right now. It almost didn't fit in my car, so it was like took up my entire backseat when we were driving home. But yeah, guys, so that is pretty much it for my studio tour. If you guys like videos like this, drop a thumbs up or leave a comment or something, and let me know if you want to see more of this type of stuff. I know people have been requesting to see like my gaming setup or like some more personal things that I do besides music. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know, and I would love to make more.